Let's rank some of the artists from this year's Download Festival from worst to best. And oh boy, am I ready for the comments on this one. Coming in at the very bottom, we have got the All American Rejects acoustic set in the Doghouse. What a load of bollocks. This was so cringe, and it gets a 1 out of 10. Ice 9 Kills. I've never even seen the first 8. Never get sold that. It's like what happens if you get Panic at the Disco and the worst of Avenged Sevenfold and put them in a blender. It wasn't very good. It gets a 3 out of 10. It gives me no pleasure to do this because this is an amazing band with a 10 out of 10 frontman. But Architects, look, it's going to be hard for me to save face on this one, but the show seemingly spent more time being stopped than it actually went on for. It's not the band's fault, but really, really frustrating if you're an Architects fan. We're jumping straight up to a 4 out of 10 here because the quality and musicianship of these lads is brilliant. Then we got Pendulum, one of my favourite bands and my gateway into electronic music, but again, another Pendulum set in the middle of the day. It's crying out for a more immersive stage show that you really don't get in the middle of the day. 4 out of 10. Really not going to be making any friends on this video, but then we've got Linkin Park. I'm a big fan of Linkin Park. I travelled hundreds of miles to go to their first UK show after they returned. I think Emily's great, but I really don't think she sounded very good here. Bolstered by a 10 out of 10 back catalogue, we're going to give Linkin Park a middle of the road 5 out of 10. To your surprise and mine, then we've got Drowning Pool. We went to see this band just as a bit of a meme. The sound in the tent was amazing, the tent was at capacity, and these guys rocked it. Let the bodies hit the floor, 5 out of 10. Moving into the top half of the list now, we've got a band called Lakeview. I'd never ever heard of these, but our boy Jake Varley knew them, and they were awesome. It was kind of like country meets metal. These guys absolutely killed it in the tent. This gets a 6 out of 10. There's no wrong with having a bit of fun, and 5 were a lot of fun. Nice half an hour set, no egos, no bullshit. Let's just play some silly bangers that everyone loves and remembers. 6 out of 10. Cypress Hill, absolute killer booking, straight from the West Coast. It doesn't get more authentic than these boys. They really brought my energy up. I loved this set. Shout out to Cypress Hill and the West Coast. 7 out of 10. Limp Bizkit really surprised me. I'm not a Limp Bizkit fan, or at least I didn't think I was. This was a brilliant headliner. Everyone was vibing, and fair play to them. They proved that they've got what it takes. 8 out of 10. Guns N' Roses. Look, I know what you're going to say. Axl doesn't sound that good anymore. And you might be right. He doesn't sound as good as he used to do. But when you're in a field with 10 of your friends singing Paradise City and Sweet Child of Mine, watching Slash, you just can't get much better than that on a summer evening. Guns N' Roses get an 8 out of 10 as well. Switching gears completely, Scooter put on a killer show in that tent. Super entertaining, amazing sound. Big up Scooter, 9 out of 10. Previous headliners, Feeder, were such a vibe. It was great to see so much love for Feeder. We had a blast, and they get a 10 out of 10. One of my biggest inspirations, Tom Morello. He had his young son as part of the band and kept spotlighting him as he was shredding in that typical Morello fashion. We need Rage Against the Machine to return. Power to the people. Tom Morello, the best act at Download. Join us this Sunday for a feature-length look at Download Festival 2026.